So in this video, we are going to discuss about the syntax of declaring, specifying CSS. Okay, what is the syntax for specifying CSS? So the style sheet declarations or the specifications what we are giving in the style are saying like composed of rules. Okay, so that describe how where we are applying the style and how it is getting applied. Okay, so that is called rules. So the syntax is same for both internal and external CSS. What you see here, the syntax is specifying the selector. That means where you want to apply the style, and then in the declaration you have to specify what you want to change as a property. Okay, so here we want to change the font color. So in the second property, we want to change the font size. So that is called property. So that says about what we want to change. And the value of the property, that is how we want to change that property. Okay, that how answer is value, right? So that should be given here. Okay, and then when you separate one property with the other property, you are going to use the semicolon here. Okay, so this is the syntax and to specify the style. So this is same for both internal CSS and external CSS. But for the inline CSS, the specification, the syntax is kind of different because we are not applying it through the selector. We are applying it separately on each element. So for example, here on H1, we are changing these properties, right? So to specify that, instead of doing it as a selector, you have to go to that H1 tag in your HTML, in H1 tag, and add a style attribute. You know what is attribute, right? So add a style attribute and equal to symbol. And inside this, you have to specify this things like what you are declaring here. The declaration should be here as a value of the style attribute. Inside the double quotation, you have to specify the property and the value of the property. That means here you are saying where you want to change, and here you are changing what you want to change and how you want to change. Okay, so this is the syntax for the inline CSS. Okay, so the first property value. So all you are going to learn about is this properties, like what is the name, syntax or keyword that you have to use to change the property. That's what you're going to learn. So the first keywords that we are going to learn is background color and color. Okay, so the color is the keyword that you have to use to change the font color of any element. And background hyphen color, note it down, background hyphen color is the property that will specify, that will change the background color of a tag. Okay, so how we will apply, you can look at this, the color, body color blue. So how browser will translate this, the color blue, the blue color, font color means font, right? The blue color value will be on the font color. So the font color is going to be blue where? On the body. Similarly, the background color is going to be yellow for body, for the body tag. Okay. So this is the syntax. So all you need to know is color is the keyword for changing the font color, and background hyphen color is the keyword that you have to use to change the background color of any element. And you might have noticed that you can see here to change the body color, we are saying that blue, but here to change the body color, we are using hexadecimal. So what are the different ways you can specify? The browser can understand everything, like what type, whether you are using this style or this style, or it can understand different type of color description. For example, you can see, you can simply specify the name, color name directly. So for few primary colors, the browser can understand. You can simply specify the name of the color. The browser can understand that. That is one way. And the commonly used way is hexadecimal value. Okay, as we have discussed in the previous chapter, there are different ways of that to specify the color value. So hexadecimal is the primary one. So you can use this hexadecimal. So please refer the previous video to understand what is this hexadecimal representation. Rgb color notation, 0 means 0 value, FF means the full value. Okay, and this is called short notation. So when two values are same, FF can be represented as single F. Double 0 can be represented as single 0. If you have double 1, then it could be represented by single 1. When two values of the particular channel, red channel, green channel, blue channel, has the same value, then you can just use the shorthand notation. So this is another way. And the another way is specifying the Rgb notation. So instead of hexadecimal, you can simply say Rgb, where inside this bracket you can specify the color values. From 0 is the minimum and 255 is the maximum. So you can, when you say this, red has the full value, green has the 0 value, and blue has the 0 value. Okay, so that means it will be displayed as a red color. Okay, so then this one is the another notation that will specify the alpha value. Alpha means transparency. We will learn about this in detail later on, but RGBA means adding a transparency to the color value. And the another one is called Hsl Color Value. So there's hue, saturation, and lightness. So if you want to know more about this, you can just refer this website where they have specified what is the Hsl color value, what is Hsla color value, all those things are explained in detail there. Okay, so these are the different ways you can apply colors. Okay, some commonly used way is using hexadecimal. Okay, so in the next video we are going to see CSS selectors.